Hi everybody. So, in this episode, what we want to do is start up for the mod duplicator from install for going. And so the first thing we need to do is to get some space in the nether. So I've already done it actually. So I've done a little corridor looking at my map, trying to go in the general direction where I should have some space. And I found this. So some soul sands might be useful later, but for sure the good news is that I actually have somewhere to go. So I should be able to travel to kill some mob and maybe to see some ghast spawn, but I have to find some open area that are not over lava if I want to collect the ghast here. And the reason why I need a ghast here is to be able to do a mob capsule, I think is the name, to capture some mob and be able to duplicate it. So for now I will just explore, trying to find a dungeon, a fortress as soon as possible. It will help to collect some end rods for the next episode. So let's go for that. So, as you saw, a pretty big place. Good news. Bad news, I killed 2 or 3 ghasts and I only got gunpowder and no fortress and not that much luck. So we'll go the other way. I will wait the night. I will do it with creeper. Creeper can, I don't know if I have some actually. I can drop some, I'm not even sure how to call it. I don't have this yet. So anyway, I can get it from creeper, so I will find some of them. And we will be good to probably do the ghast here anyway. So let's wait for the night, and after that let's kill a couple of them. So, one full night, at least I got some underpower, but no chance to what I was looking for. So it feels like we'll have to go in the nether more times and go for the ghast directly. Otherwise I think I'm gonna have to hunt for a while, because I actually killed a lot of creeper and didn't get anything. So let's go for the nether. So as you might have saw, I finally get a ghast here, so it's gonna be enough to start. But before going the mob duplicator, we need to extract what we need for plastic. Let me kill this one before I get an arrow in the front. the head. Good. And for that we need to do some 3 fluid extractor. So let's get them. Let's go for the 3 fluid extractor. Already done these. I need to do on these. I'm gonna do 6 of them actually. We need also latex processing unit. This will give us a tiny rubber, I think, balls. And with that we'll be able to produce some latex. So let's go for this. So I guess that if I have this, and we have it. So this is the basic, but as you know me, I won't let this thing just needing me. So the latex processing unit need water, so it's why I connected to this, and energy, and that. I have to think about what I'm doing. Actually, I did it wrong here while preparing. So latex processor. Oh, I need coffee, I think. I want to place them face to there. I'm gonna go like this. It's gonna be a little tricky for this one. Yeah, good. So now I have 3, 8, and now if I place some block, you should see them starting to degrade. And if you look at here, we start having some latex, but we need to put latex in there. So I have some pipe, and with this one you can do this to avoid the double out. And we're gonna put some what we call servo. Servo is part of thermal that help pulling element from where it is. So if I put the servo on this part, it will pull out from this machine. There are some machinery in thermal that don't need them to communicate from one machinery to another. But as we are doing a cross mod, now we need it. So let's do this. And actually servo and what they call retriever is very important to start understanding how they work. It will help a lot to set up machinery eventually. So now let's activate them. So now all the data is going here, and we're gonna start to do some tiny dry rubber. You need 9 of them. To generate 1 dry rubber. And dry rubber, you need to put them in the furnace to have 1 plastic. And we're gonna need plastic to automate the placing of block because eventually, as you see, they getting used, they will break, and we're gonna have to replace them. And you know me, I'm not the kind of guy that, well, actually you don't know me, but I'm not the kind of guy that like to do this again and again and again. I could do a third row of latex 3 fluid extractor actually, but I don't think I'm gonna do this. The other thing I could do is with the block placer, I could put it one row back and just add a range add-on so it can place block even further, and so I could have 4 row of 3 fluid extractor. But of my experience, I should be more than okay if, because just only with this 6, because of the fact that I'm doing it very soon in the game, and it will be kind of running non-stop, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. So let's check. So I will be back as soon as I have enough latex to do the block placer, they call it. So now I should have everything I need. So just put this in inventory. So we need to do some block placer. Oh, we need to do 3 of them actually. So now, and that. And now we have block placer. So I just have to fill them of wood, and they should produce for a while. Let's put. So this one should be the next. So you're gonna see it break, and it's gonna come back. That's it. So as you can see, for one plastic you need a lot of rubber, and it's kind of a slow process. You can and be careful to not overload your latex processing unit. There are some way I think to upgrade them, but to make them faster. But anyway, if you start it quick enough, you will be okay. But I'm not done yet. It's just too manual now because I still need to collect craft and put them myself in the furnace. So definitively I'm too lazy for that. So I will prepare the next step of automation, and I will be back. Sorry, I got a recording issue. I think I forgot to press start, or I just hit the start and end button at the same time, so I kind of get just a 2-second clip instead of 10 minutes. So I don't have visually the end of this episode, but it was almost finished. So basically what I done is from thermal, it's what we call a fabricator. This machine allow you to set up a recipes, and with some upgrade I think it's what they call the intelligent fabrication or something like this. Anyway, the idea is that it has kind of a input inventory, and if your recipes have more than one ingredient and you don't put this augmentation, what will happen is that one of your ingredients could fill out the entire inventory, and if it's the case, it means that your fabricator cannot fabricate anything anymore because it doesn't have place. In our case, because the only ingredient is tiny rubber, tiny dry rubber. We don't care about this, so we can go straight forward, do the fabricator, and it's gonna give some dry rubber instead of tiny. But it's not finished yet. After that, we need to kind of burn it to have plastic. So there's two ways I'm used to do this. The first way is the redstone furnace. So very straightforward. It's the same thing as the furnace that we have as usual, but it uses RF instead of any burning element like coal. And with that, we output this in a chest. The other option is the that I use actually in this episode is the resourceful furnace from industrial foregoing. It's basically the same thing, except the fact that instead of having one burning slot, it has 3, and its output also some essence that we're gonna need later for the mob duplicator. So it's gonna be the end of this episode, and I know I didn't reach the objective of the mob duplicator, but while recording this and preparing all the machinery, I kind of realized that we still have a long way to go to have the mob duplicator. There's a lot to do for that. So see you, thank you.